You cannot exist physically without pain and suffering. Yeah, I know some of you are saying, now, wait a minute. I don't need pain and suffering, thank you. I will pass on pain. No, I'm sorry. You need pain to survive. My wife's problem is that she's diabetic. She's had diabetes for over 50 years. And if you're diabetic, let me say to you that diabetes is something you live with, not for. And we've had over 40 years of marriage. We've had a great time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But diabetes does produce complications. And one of those complications that comes along after you've had it for a while is something called diabetic neuropathy. And what that means is that the diabetic cannot always experience pain in the extremities of their body. So my wife cannot experience pain in some parts of her body because of this complication of diabetes. Some years ago, we were asleep, and we have a dog that has a genetic mutation that causes it to want to lie right in the middle of where it knows you're going to walk. And this mutt was lying on the path from the bedroom to the bathroom, and my wife got up in the night to go to the bathroom, and she stepped on the dog. And the dog complained, and she jumped off the dog, and as she jumped, she hit the metal closet door that was nearby. And there's this huge crash. And that brings me up off the bed. Oh, what happened? What happened? And she said, oh, go back to sleep. I just hit the door. So I do what I'm told. I went back to sleep. But when I got up to go to work in the morning, I looked at the bottom of the bed, and her foot was every color of the rainbow. She had a serious injury. But she had no way to know that she had been injured because she had no way to tell that she had experienced the injury itself. She had no capacity for pain. You know, in the 139th Psalm, David is praising God, and he says, I will praise thee, Lord, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And indeed, this physical body you're looking at on this video is an incredible machine, ugly as it may be. A machine that, if properly cared for, might run for as long as 100 years without a valve job or a new transmission. I got to admit, sometimes I feel like I need a new transmission, but I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And one part of being fearfully and wonderfully made is the ability to perceive physical pain. We can't live without it. And may I suggest to you that that is not just true physically. It is true emotionally. It is true mentally. It is true spiritually. What kind of a man would it be? What kind of a woman would it be that could not experience guilt and sympathy and compassion? The world is full of tragedies produced by people who bury those capacities.